Hey everybody, it's SaskiaSketches and welcome to this first episode of On My Mind, the show where I tell you about what's been on my mind this week. So today, well, past couple weeks really, YouTube has been on my mind a lot. You might have noticed, if you are a regular viewer of this channel, that I have stopped uploading, and if you checked out my community posts, you'll have seen that I said I was going to take a little bit of a break because I wasn't feeling too inspired anymore about the journal videos. I just realized as I was making more and more of them that I felt like the format was a bit stale and I didn't really enjoy talking about my daily life, I suppose, as much as I thought I might. Because I just felt like it turned into me complaining a lot about all my chronic health issues, and that doesn't give me any energy. I mean, already, you know, this all these health issues of mine already take up a lot of my time. I don't want to give it any more attention. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, I just felt like I know the format was a bit too restrictive, and there was more stuff that I wanted to do and show on YouTube that I felt like I didn't really get the chance, the opportunity to do with the channel videos. Plus, they are a lot of they do take a lot of effort, I guess, or like energy to edit. They're not like extremely well edited videos or whatever, but they do take a lot of time to edit, and editing, whilst I do like it, it is something that takes a lot of energy anyway, so I prefer to do as little editing as possible in my content, because the fun of YouTube for me isn't in the editing, but it's in the voiceover, and it's in the talking, and it's in the showing off what I made this week, right? Yeah, I just identified a couple things about these journal videos that wasn't exactly inspiring as much anymore, so I wanted to I knew I still wanted to make YouTube videos, of course, but I realized that this format just isn't for me anymore. It might have been at the start because I was really excited about it, and I felt like it was a really cool way of showing off everything that I was doing every week, like showing me making a new thing every day, and, you know, at the same time being open and transparent about my health issues. And when they stop me from functioning, I think is also good to show. But I don't know, after a couple months, I guess, because I did keep it up for a little bit, I just didn't feel as inspired anymore, so I knew I wanted to stop making these videos, but of course I still wanted to keep making videos, so, you know, because I've never really liked journaling anyway. I've tried to journal a couple times throughout my life, but I always somehow like run out of steam after a couple of weeks and just stop. Yeah, so it's never really been for me, even though I've always wanted to journal, because I feel like it's really cool to be able to look back on a journal like that. I'm more of a sketchbook kind of gal. But yeah, so I decided to take a break as I was figuring out what I wanted to do with YouTube, because I was just thinking about, like, you know, what kind of videos do I want to make, because over the course of my YouTube journey, I suppose, I've been on YouTube for a while, and like my anniversary is coming up, which is insane, but I've always loved doing YouTube. But, you know, throughout my years in YouTube, I've done quite a few different kinds of videos. I've done like art challenges, I've done like draw along with me videos, and I call them sketch with me, I think. I've done a lot of different stuff. I've done the journal videos, done animatics, I've done loads of different things, and they've all been really fun, but I never really felt like I was able to, I don't know, I suppose I was feeling quite content and happy with my content at the beginning, but I feel like at some point as I was, you know, making videos and doing a different kind of video every week, I feel like that was, you know, I was showing my work off, and I was talking at the same time, and just like showing what I made. I feel like that core aspect of it I liked the most. And then, you know, I that got stale at some point as well, because I was only drawing elementals for a long time, which was fun, but at the same time it started feeling like it's too much, I guess. But yeah, so I was just musing on YouTube, I guess, and just like thinking. And as I was thinking, I got really sick. I don't know what it was. Might have been to do with like my cycle or something, but I got really bad stomach issues, which, you know, was nothing new for me, but I had terrible indigestion, lots of pain and discomfort and such. Wasn't fun, and then I got a migraine for the first time in my life, and that sucked like a lot. What was even worse was that it was on New Year's Eve, so and not exactly the best time to have a migraine, but you know, I think my body wanted to end 2023 with a banging headache. Yeah, it sucked a lot, but as I've been, you know, having a lot of different issues and a lot of pain and discomfort, I've been dissociating a lot. And I do that through a hyperfocus. So I've been hyper-focusing on sewing and making stuffed animals, which is really cool. I showed off that huge wolf that I made a while ago, but I've been making my own patterns, and I've been, you know, trying lots of different things, and I'm very excited about it. I launched a new Instagram, which is SaskiaSketches_stitches. It might at some point turn into SaskiaSketches, but I'm very attached to the SaskiaSketches like username, so I don't want to give that up, but we'll see. I post my my plushes that I make on there, and I do sell some of them as well. I make custom plushes and all sorts of things, and it's really fun, and I've been enjoying it a lot. I made a really cool realistic fox pattern, and I cannot wait to make like a ton of different foxes. I've got so many ideas, and I'm gonna make so many cool things, not just foxes, but I have so much planned, and I'm super excited about it. But yeah, I just like hyper focus and zone in on making something, and just spend hours upon hours just like making stuff. And I've noticed actually that sewing isn't as hard on me physically as drawing, but I am thinking that's because my tablet might be too low, or my desk might be too low, so I'm hunched over a lot more when I'm drawing, which is harder on me physically, so I might have to try something like something to help with that, and if that works I might be able to draw more often, which would be hype. But yeah, I guess that's what I've been up to mostly, just like hyper focusing on sewing, so that I can, you know, ignore or forget about my physical discomfort and pain for a while, which works, but I just have to, you know, make sure I don't overdo it, because that would make the problem's worse. I've slowly been getting a little bit better. Physically, like my stomach is on the downward trend again, but you know, we'll see what happens, I guess. I'm hoping that I'll be fine eventually, because it sucks. It really does. I just want to be able to, you know, eat without dying afterwards. That would be nice. Yeah, anyway, so as I was on my break, I was, you know, I kept thinking about YouTube, and I kept being like, what do I want to do? And I had kind of identified the things that I like most about doing YouTube. So like minimal editing, a nice voiceover, showing off the stuff that I've made. And then I was thinking about, okay, so if I want to do a voiceover, what do I want to be talking about? Because talking about my life and such, like, that's getting kind of old. And talking about what I've made is also a little bit stale sometimes. I want to talk about other stuff. And I was on call with a friend. Hey Sketch, if you're watching, check your Discord. Anyway, I was on call with a friend, and he told me, like, he told me before to make a podcast, like, as a joke, because he likes listening to me talk. Because I was on some rant about my houseplants and like plant YouTube and plant YouTube drama mostly, and like the crazy plant boom, and houseplant craze in 2020, and like the ridiculous prices that some plants acquired and such. But you know, apparently I'm like fun to listen to or something, as I'm talking about stuff that I'm passionate about. So I was thinking, because you know, sometimes I do, or sometimes mostly, most weeks or most days I have something that just occupies my thoughts a lot, and that can range from whatever special interests that I have to current events or blah blah blah. You know, I think we all do that. But you know, sometimes I get so caught up in thinking about one specific thing. Like, for example, I've been into NES Tetris lately since the new world record was achieved, and I just cannot stop thinking about Tetris, so I have to talk about it. But I don't really have anybody in my life who wants to listen to me ramble about Tetris for a while, which is not true. I've got lovely friends who do listen to me and put up with me when I do that, but I think it would be nice to have a place to just ramble about what's been on my mind this week. And that's where the idea for this new show started to, you know, take shape. I just realized, oh hey, you know, there's stuff I want to talk about, and I want to talk about stuff for YouTube. Maybe we can combine them somehow in a format that's a little bit looser, so more flexible, so I can, you know, maybe talk about houseplants on my mind one week, and then I don't know, NES Tetris on my mind for the next week, or I don't know, like Pokemon or Metabots, or I don't know, Wilbur Soot music, whatever I'm like really interested in at the time, whatever my special interest or hyper focus has landed on that week, whatever my Roman Empire for that week is, basically. I can just talk about it and get it off my chest, and I think that'll be fun. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I just sometimes get so excited about one thing that I love it so much, and I have to, I don't know, there's so much excitement and enjoyment that I get out of this one thing, and I just want to talk about it. And I don't know why it never occurred to me to mix that with YouTube, but I feel like that's going to work really well. It's going to be a fun format, and it's going to give me like some, I don't know what the word for it would be, but like closure, or like I don't know, it would help me feel fulfilled, I guess, or like content. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, then I was thinking, okay, but how do I want to start this off? And I think, oh well, I guess YouTube has been on my mind a lot. That's probably one that I can talk about. So I was thinking, okay, yeah, I want to talk about YouTube. I want to talk about my feelings surrounding YouTube and like what I've been just like brewing up inside my brain for this new show or series, whatever you want to call it. And like how I want to approach YouTube and how I feel about YouTube, blah blah blah. But I just didn't really get around to making it because, you know, I've been sick, been hyper focusing, been doing all sorts of different things, and I never really, you know, felt the itch to make it just yet. But then MatPat released a video saying that he was going to retire from YouTube. Which came as a big shock to me because I never really expected him to you know, go away at some point. Like, I don't know, for some reason, I guess because he's been around for so long, I always expected MatPat to just be there. Like, you know, and you know, he's probably going to still be online as, you know, to some capacity. He's just not going to do game theory anymore, right? Or like film theory or food theory or style theory. Which, you know, I understand it when he says he's burnt out, or like when he's, you know, been doing the same thing over and over and over again, that he wants to, you know, do something else and spend time with his family. Like, all power to him, absolutely. And you know, I think if a YouTuber's going to leave, this is probably the best way that they can do it. Like, go out on a high note, I guess, and like do it on their own terms and such. I think that's probably you know, the best way to do it, and that, you know, would give the most closure, I guess, not just to him but to the audience as well. But yeah, I did cry a lot during that video because yeah, I've been watching game theory and film theory since I was 15, and I'm almost 23 now, which is insane. That's a long time to be watching a show for. So, you know, obviously game theory and film theory and food theory, style theory, they're not going to go away, but they're going to change. And I don't know how to feel about it yet. I'm gonna miss him. I'm gonna miss him a lot. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, I was watching that, and once I finished watching that video, I guess something changed for me. Like, I started feeling that restlessness again, and that itch, like I have to make a YouTube video. Which, I don't know if you remember, but all the way back when I started doing the journal videos, all the way back a couple months, last summer, I had that same feeling, and you know, when I have that feeling, I have to make a YouTube video because it's been too long, or like it's been, I don't know, like there's some feeling of urgency there. Like, I have to do it again because I don't want to stop making YouTube videos. I want to keep making YouTube videos, and I want to make cool YouTube videos and fun YouTube videos. So I want to make this work again. So that kind of kick-started the making of this video, I guess. Yeah, so I've just been thinking a little bit about this series on my mind, as I want to call it. Probably not the first series that's been called that, but hey, you know, it's a fun little thing because you can just put pretty much anything in front of it and it'll be the same show but with a different topic. I feel like it's got a nice balance of how you know, it still has the same sort of format, but it's not too restrictive. It's flexible to accommodate whatever. And and I will still get to show like my my artwork, because I'm just gonna have a speed paint on screen as I'm talking, which, you know, goes back all the way to like sketchbook story time videos that I used to watch those a lot when I was younger, of just, you know, just somebody drawing and then talking about something. I feel like it's a really nice topic. I don't see them around as much anymore, so I feel like it's a fun format that I want to try. I feel like I would probably start it just like showing the speed paint and then talking about the subject of the video, and then at the end of the video I might have a little section where I'm like, yeah, so this is what I've been drawing this whole video, this is what I made, as you're seeing on screen right now, which I'm going to talk about that later, but you know, something like that. I was also thinking maybe I could incorporate gameplay footage as well, like if I don't have time or energy to draw a certain week or like make anything, I might show gameplay footage instead, because, you know, that's kind of the sort of stuff that I do see a lot of still. Like, people aren't doing as much commentary with art videos or like speed paint in the back, but they do a lot of commentary with video gameplay in the back. So, you know, because, you know, the Minecraft parkour, or like the, I don't know, Subway Surfers or some sort of platform or whatever, you can just watch and listen to somebody talk. I feel like those videos are very enjoyable as well. So getting, you know, a video like that, I feel like that's the sort of style that I want to go for. And then stuff that I watch a lot as well is Moist Critical's videos. I like his as a, not necessarily like a template, but like a bit of inspiration as well, because he just, you know, turns on the camera, talks about something that's been on his mind, turns the camera off, that's it. And I, because I feel like there's like minimal editing, and it's nice because it's raw, it's unfiltered. I like that about it a lot, so I want to take bits from there as well. And, you know, I hope I'm able to explain it, but I have a very clear vision for these videos, so I hope that makes sense, and I hope that it's going to be fun, and it's going to be fun to make, but it's going to be fun to watch as well, because I know I'm very, very grateful for all of you who still watch my videos after all this time, because, you know, I've been on YouTube for a while, and it's kind of crazy to me that people are watching, even if it's not like hundreds of thousands of people, which would be insane. That would be really crazy, but, you know, it's just as crazy to me that there's 10 people watching, or like listening to me as I'm talking about this stuff. So I'm hoping that that's gonna be cool, and that you're gonna enjoy watching it as well. Yeah, I think this will be nice. I think this will be good. I don't know if this is what I'm going to do for the rest of time, I guess, on YouTube, but it's definitely something I want to do and I want to pursue for as long as I'm enjoying it. And if at some point it turns out that I don't enjoy it anymore, then, you know, I'll just take a little break again and figure something else out. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I feel like since I started YouTube, this is something I've been wanting to do and make. I've just never really been able to grasp it, I guess, if that makes sense. Because, you know, if you look at my older videos, like my way older videos, it is like time-lapse and talking about stuff. And I did really used to enjoy watching Drawing with Waffles, especially. I used to love watching people talk about their art as they were making it, or like, you know, sketch and draw and like talk us through their process and such. So I used to make a lot of those videos, but I feel like this is something that I want to do I think I've rambled enough now. I'm still a little bit brain fogged, so I hope it wasn't too painful to watch me stumble through my words, or listen to me stumble through my words. But hey, we'll get there eventually, and I am excited to make videos. Oh yeah, about the upload schedule. I don't know if I want to make a video every week, which is crazy for me to say, because, you know, basically what I started doing was making a video every Friday. I don't know if I can do it every week. I certainly want to try at least every 2 weeks, but I don't know what's possible for me physically, so I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. But I'm gonna try, and I'm excited about trying again. And yeah, we'll see. Yeah, so what you've been seeing on screen the past half an hour, I guess, is what I've made, quote unquote, this week, which was actually last December. It's a drawing of my character Karma, and I actually don't have the first half of this drawing because I started this drawing even longer ago, so I don't have the footage anymore. Maybe it's actually in one of the journal videos. That might be true, but I don't remember when I started this drawing. Anyway, I did like the first sketch, I did the second sketch a week later or something, I did the base colors a little bit later, and then I painted the whole thing, and then I wasn't happy with how it was looking. And then I decided to finish it like last December. And I'm really happy that I did. This is Karma. He's a fire impala. He's got a bunch of scars. I'm really happy with how I did the fire here. I'm actually happy with how he looks overall a lot. I absolutely love the lighting that I did on his horns. I feel like that turned out very well. Yeah, he's cool. I love him. He's one of my many characters. And yeah, I'm really happy with how this piece turned out. And I think that's about it. See ya. I'm gonna need a new outro anyway. I thought of the new intro, but I didn't think of a new outro. Oops. We'll see. Bye. Subscribe. See ya next week, hopefully. I think. Bye.